So Mike, you know how the whole world's gone nuts with digital for restaurants?
Like crazy.
So here are 4 inexpensive steps that most restaurateurs in South Africa haven't yet taken to capitalize on this digital market.
Let's hear that.
So in South Africa, it's actually caught up. South Africa's caught up on the worldwide trend of digital food orders. And we've seen, we've been working on this project, on this part of the market for many years now, for 7 or 8 years.
You were there at the beginning, before digital.
We've tried a whole lot of stuff. Here are 4 things that most restaurateurs aren't doing. It's inexpensive and it's going to get them trading in the digital market. I guarantee it. Number 1, a website. Okay? Website, a simple website. Mike, the main image of this website must be something that entices people. They must say, geez, I like that picture, I want to eat that. The second thing is they need a one-liner on their website. A one-liner that tells customers why they should bother coming to the restaurant.
What makes them different?
Exactly. What's going to make the customer's life better? And the third thing is a button to press on the website that allows the customer to book a table and or to place a takeaway order with a restaurant. There and there. That's the first thing. Website. Simple website. Second thing is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Okay? These are digital platforms. They're free. Your mom uses them. Your kids use them. It's easy.
I've always said they're not quite free because you need to invest time and effort in it.
Okay. You need to invest a bit of time and effort.
Yes.
So Mike, do you remember those restaurants that had pictures of their best customers on the walls?
Yes.
Do you remember how the customers loved seeing pictures of themselves on the walls? So
I remember the shawarma shop in Cape Town.
Yes.
Aries
Souvlaki.
Yes, go to the back and you look for pictures from last year.
Right. With Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, take photos of your food, take photos of your customers in the restaurant enjoying the food and post it. And on the post, connect people back to your website so that they can book a table or place an online order with you. And the third thing is that you need to connect the people, once they've ordered and booked a table, you have their details. Connect them to a feedback or a review system so that they can actually review your restaurant and give you feedback. These are the people that you wake up every morning to serve. And you want to get information back from them on how they enjoy it and what you can do to improve because you're only there to serve them.
Okay? If you don't do that, that's when you end up on sites like Josie, The Good, The Bad and The Ugly and that Cape Town group and they're completely mashuga and all they can do is trash you.
Exactly. But it's more than that. Mike, if you get a good review, where do you post it? On your social network. Because Mike, if I tell you about another restaurant that's a good restaurant, you're going to believe me more than you would believe the owner of that restaurant telling you it's a good restaurant.
Absolutely.
And the last thing, the fourth thing, so remember, I'll just recap. First is the website. Second is the social platforms. The third is the feedback and review system. And the fourth is an email flow. Once you've transacted with your client and they booked a table with you or they've ordered from you, you have their email address and you have their cell number. Effectively, Mike, you now own that customer. So you can now set up...
You own them as long as you're communicating with them.
Correct.
The moment you stop.
Correct. So you have their information. Talk to them. Talk to them once a week. But Mike, here's the secret. You ready for the secret? The secret is send them an email of a message that is giving them something. Don't ask them for anything. Give them something in the email. Offer them that tonight they can bring their kids and their kids eat free from the kiddies menu. Offer them a free bottle of wine if they book a table in the next hour. Do something that gives them value. Don't ask them for anything. And then they'll be happy to hear from you.
Well, in the past it was always be selling. Always be selling. Now it's always be telling. Always be telling.
People just want to know what's in it for them. And Mike, you know what? I said this is inexpensive. If this entire process costs a restaurateur more than $3,000 a month, they need to come and speak to me. It should not be costing more than $3,000 a month for everything from start to finish, including the setup. If our thinking, our way of putting this whole process together came from, it actually stemmed from one core resource. Well, there's a lot of pieces that fell into place. But what got me thinking about how this works and what got me trying this process was a man by the name of Donald Miller, and he wrote a book called Building a Story Brand. And if you want to find out how we based our thought process around this, get that book and read it, and you'll get a full sense of where we're coming from. Mike, so if you take those 4 steps, what you're going to have is you're going to have extra sales that currently only certain technology brands in the food industry have. You're gonna get your share of those sales. And you know what else, Mike? They're profitable. You know why they're profitable? Because you can repeat the performance. You're going to have your customers' details, you can talk to them, and you can keep promoting to people who are already buying from you. It's a self-sustaining flow of money. Okay? So I'll tell you what it's actually costing if you don't do this. If you don't have these 4 things covered, you think just under 3 grand a month is expensive. The cost, I'm telling you now, is 260,000 rand a year in gross profit in year 1.
That's about 2.6 million in turnover down the tubes.
Well, 260,000 in gross profit is what I reckon. Gross profit is what I reckon you're giving up if you don't have these 4 steps in place and you don't start capitalizing on the market. Because the fueling effect of repeating these sales to those customers, putting bums on seats through the table reservation platform and doing the online orders, if you put all that turnover together over a year and you take the cost that you're going to be benefiting from on the marketing, you can pin it down to 260,000 rand in gross profit a year.
There's just no excuse not to do it.
You know, Mike, do you remember when kitchens went from manual egg beaters to electric egg beaters? And do you remember when you went from having to warm everything up on a flame, comparing it to a microwave? So you've automated your kitchen, automate your business, and the products are available.
You've automated your till system. You've automated your credit card system. You've automated just about everything in a restaurant except your online ordering.
Well, your entire online presence is not just about online; it's your entire online presence. And what you'll be doing is you'll be taking your restaurant sort of out of the dark ages, and you'll be putting your counter, your sales counter, into a busier walkway. That's the net effect. And what do we want? We want the clients, the restaurateurs out there to thrive. This is one more step to get the restaurants in South Africa to thrive.
So if I can add just one more thing, if you're going to have a website, make it mobile. Just ensure that website's mobile. Everybody's searching all day long on their phone.
On their phones. So I don't believe that anybody makes a website today from scratch that isn't mobile.
I hope not.
Like 2 years ago we were saying that, and I'm telling you now that if you have to say it, you're not going to. You're lost already.